Hi there, welcome to Caltex Academy. Today on our board we have integration of sine and cosine with odd powers. In our previous episode we looked at integration of cosine and sine, or generally trig ratios, with even powers. This is the first video of odd powers. So in this video we need to learn two rules before we start solving our question here. And the first thing we have to learn is we are going to use the substitution using sine square x plus cos square x. This is equals to 1. So that is one thing we have to mark that we are going to use in this video. And the second thing here is we'll also make some u substitution for odd powers. So what are odd powers? These are exponents like 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. So for 1 is obvious, we cannot start from there. For our case here, we'll start with power 3 and so I'll go to power 5, then to power 7 if need be, and then let's dive into the video to see how we can work out this number. Now for the first one, so we have sine square x, so it will be equivalent to 1 minus cos square x. Now let us also write this in two terms, of course being multiplied together, and we can start with our solution here, where part A of the question says we need to integrate sine to the power of 3 of x with respect to x. So we can rewrite this in two numbers being multiplied together. Now sine x, when we multiply this with another sign, but this time to the power of 2, also x with respect to x, from the rule of exponent, which says when you have the same basis and you multiply them, you have to add the power. So we shall be able to gain back our 3. So with that, let us make substitution of sine square x with 1 minus cos square x in our next state here. So we have, this is equivalent to, now we have sine x is maintained, and inside here we have our 1 minus cos square x, and with respect to x. After that, this is where our u substitution comes in. And why do we need to substitute using u? Because we have reorganized that the derivative of what is inside here is exactly the same like the parameter multiplying with, that is sine x. And that is the reason why we'll go ahead and make our u substitution here. So let's say, let cosine of x be equal to u. So we have to differentiate the left-hand side with respect to x, and the derivative of cos x is negative sine x. So with respect to x, we shall have here the x, and this must give us the derivative of u with respect to u is 1 du. So we can just ignore that 1, and we make our dx the subject of this formula, where we divide both sides of this equation by the coefficient here, negative sine x. So we have here sine x, negative of course. So we can use this expression to remove our dx. So we have changed the variable to u. Now let's do that here in our next step, where we have the integral of, remember we need to maintain our sine x here, and we have our 1 minus. So this time around, since we already let cos x to be u, we shall replace this one here with u, and a squared times our d x as du over negative sine x. So from here, we have also recognized that, okay, sine x is common, so they can simply cancel in order for us to get purely this expression in terms of u, as already changed the variable. So after cancelling this sign, we can go ahead and rewrite the remaining parameters in terms of u. So we had some negative here, so this negative will come in front of the remaining parameters, and that is into 1 minus u square with respect to u. And we can now go on and open up that bracket with our negative, and we obtain here negative times that 1 will get negative 1. But of course, it's also good to have another bracket here. So we have negative 1, and negative times negative, we have here positive, and we have u square and with respect to u. So at this stage, we are free to integrate. So here, the integral of negative 1 is negative u, because we're integrating with respect to u. We simply attach our variable, and the integral of u square with respect to u is increasing the power by 1 and dividing with the new power, and that is 3. We have divided here, and we are finished with our integration. So the next thing is to substitute back. We are going from u back into x through substitution, and earlier we said u was equals to cos of x. So wherever get u, we can place there cosine of x. So we have here negative cos of x plus 1/3 times cos to the power of 3 of x plus our constant of integration. And basically, this is the result. But for mathematical beauty, it is also good for us to start with the positive. So therefore, this takes us to the integral of sine to the power of 3 of x with respect to x is equivalent to, starting with what we have here, that is 1 over 3 cosine to the power of 3 of x. Now we go to the next one here, minus cos of x plus our constant of integration, and that is the solution for the first part of this question here. Now after here, I think you have gotten exactly what is required if you are solving a question of this type to the power of 3.